And doing this literally changed my life, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. So I'm gonna share it with you because I think it might change your life too. I haven't done one of these videos in a minute because I just don't do a whole lot of body care shopping anymore nowadays. I kind of just get what I need and that's that. Whereas before, I used to definitely fall into the over consumeristic trend, and I'm just not doing that anymore. That was ridiculous. Nobody needs 25 different body washes. I was about to say just shitting in your shower. No. Just sitting in your shower. Now I just use one. When it's empty, use another one. Like, you're probably like, duh girl, we've been doing this. But you know, in this space, you can definitely kind of get carried away. You see people with like thousands and thousands of Hygiene and all these products. And it gets to a point where it's just too much. Nobody needs this many things, you know? So with that said, I don't do these videos a whole lot anymore. I never really gather a huge ton of products all at once. But in the past month or so, I've gathered up some products that I want to show you, and I think some of these are really helpful too. There's some more lifestyle supplements that I've been taking that have really improved my life that I want to talk about, as well as just some really great products that I hadn't purchased before, including these. These are kind of like me being a hypocrite because I just filmed a video talking about my top 10 lotions, and 10 lotions is already insane for one person to have, and here is 2 more to add to the collection. That's where I'm a hypocrite, okay? That's where I have a lot. But at the same time, I'm like, listen, Linda.
But I have to yell at you guys.
Listen, Linda.
I love my lotions. I wear lotions every single day, and I swap my lotions because I layer perfumes and my lotions every single day. So I kind of justified it because I've been hearing so much hype about these Athena Club lotions. So we're gonna talk about those and a whole bunch of other products. So yeah, grab a snack, grab some tea, and let's get started. So I started off with these. Let's just get into them. There's a ton of scents from these. I really like the pink one. I smelled that too, but I stuck with these two. These are my 2 favorites. I got the golden vanilla, which I think is the more popular scent. I hear everybody raving and talking about how good this smells, and I get it because I smelled it and I was like, oh, this may be my favorite vanilla lotion. And I have a few vanilla lotions that I love. I loved my EOS vanilla cashmere, like I'm sure the rest of the world, for a good while, and I use that religiously. Then I've kind of moved on to the Jergens Vanilla Crush. That's also really good, but I think this may retire both of those. This is so good. And also, the pump for my Vanilla Crush from Jergens is broken, and it just makes me not want to use it. And the pump on these, I've been using this one already, but the pump is really good. So I'm gonna actually just open this one because I just got these like 2 days ago. This smells so good. This is such a decadent and rich vanilla. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Vanilla Cashmere one from EOS is more authentic ice cream. This one is giving ice cream with a hint of woodsy sexiness. It's giving a tiny bit of like a Fleur vanilla skin vibes. So it's that more woodsy vanilla that I love when I have my more like sexy combos, but I still want to smell like vanilla heavy. This is so creamy, but that hint of woodsiness just makes all the difference, and it makes this really, really yummy. This one has vanilla cream, cashmere, and sandalwood, so definitely checks out what I said about the whole woodsy aspect. It's not a whole woodsy vanilla, it's definitely more vanilla with a hint of woodsiness. It has a really nice formula, especially if you have dry skin. I have really dry skin. It has blends of 6 nourishing oils and butters, 4 times hyaluronic acid, 5 ceramide complex to deeply hydrate. Just a ton of really good stuff, really good claims. I scanned this on my Yuka app, and I know Yuka is a controversial app, but for the most part it will tell you an average rating. You can kind of get an idea of how good a product is, and this actually passes it. I have it right here. So it's a 69 out of 100. It's not amazing, but it's good, and most lotions are not even in the good area. They have BHT, which is a horrible ingredient. Do not buy anything with BHT. It can be an endocrine disruptor, and if you suffer with thyroid issues and stuff like that, you may want to look into that. The formula for these is really nice. I will say I've been using this one the past couple days, and I really like it. The only thing is I just wish that there was more lotions out there that gave you a glow. I think most lotions nowadays, which I kind of get why they're doing this at the same time, but most lotions have this sort of satin kind of formula or look on the skin where it doesn't necessarily make you glowy, but it doesn't make you look dry. It's just like a skin look, which is great, but I kind of just want to look healthy and glowy when I have a lotion on, if that makes sense, without feeling greasy. And maybe that's just like hard, maybe I'm asking for too much, but these do have more of that satiny kind of finish. They're not gonna make you necessarily look super glowy, but they will moisturize. Like, I'll put this on my chest and you kind of just won't even tell a difference. You can't even tell that I put lotion on, you know what I mean? Like, there's no glowy aspect to these. So that was a little bit of a letdown, but I can get past that because the scents are so good, especially for this love letter one. Obviously the golden vanilla is really good, and I mean it's vanilla, so I'm gonna love it. But the love letter, I heard that this was a dupe for Glossier U, and that made me want to get this so much more. I love my Glossier U, and I would love to have a lotion to pair up with it, and now I do. This one has velvety iris, pink pepper, and creamy wood, so even the notes are pretty similar to Glossier U. It's got the same iris and the pink pepper. I would say this is like a maybe tad bit more floral version for Glossier U. It's so good though. 95% similar with a little hint of more of a floral kind of vibe. Maybe the iris is just a little stronger in here, but overall super similar and such a good combo to pair up with Glossier U. And then I finally got it, or am getting into, I haven't used it yet, but I finally got the Naturium body washes. These were kind of viral kind of a little while ago now. They've been out for a minute at this point. I love their lotion, I love the body butter, I use them religiously, but I had never tried the body washes. I had wanted to a couple times, and I would go and smell them at the store and just didn't really like the scent. And for me, sometimes I'm all about scent, so that deterred me for a while and I never tried them. But recently I ran out of my body wash. I was looking to get some new ones, and I've been having some really dry skin recently and kind of like textured skin, bumpiness, you know, a little bit. It's been cold here in Florida, which doesn't happen much, but it actually has been. And so my skin has been going through it a little bit, and I was looking into some of their body washes, and I bought the Brightener Vitamin C body wash because this one gently cleanses and exfoliates for radiant looking skin. It's formulated to target dullness. This wash leaves skin softer, smoother, and more radiant looking. So we will see how this goes. I still am not like 1000% with the scent. This has a very citrusy, like authentic citrus kind of scent, almost like cleaning product citrus. We'll see. Sometimes body washes smell different when you just smell them out the bottle than what they do in the shower. Maybe this smells really good in the shower, but then maybe I'm like, you know, maybe the formula is so good that I don't even care about the scent. It's not a bad scent. It's just, you know, I normally go for just more fragrant, just more sweeter stuff, I guess. But maybe this will be a nice change, and it'll probably make me just feel really squeaky clean, which is always a good thing. And then I got this, which might be a little boring, but I have been using coconut oil for so long, and honestly, if you want just one good moisturizer for your skin, you can throw away any lotion that you have and just use good old coconut oil. But specifically this one has always been my favorite. I've been using this since like my freshman year of high school, when I started kind of getting more into more natural products. And I know now natural gets a bad rep because not everything natural is good for you, you know, but coconut oil is, and that I don't think will ever change. This is good for literally anything. It's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, it's good for your cuticles. Like, there are a million uses you can use coconut oil. You can oil pull with it, so many things. And the Dr. Bronner's one is the best. Make sure if you're getting coconut oil that you get the unrefined coconut oil. Also, this smells so good. This smells like coconut cookies. Like I said earlier, lotions nowadays just don't give me that glow, but an oil always will. So yeah, and with coconut oil, it does really well on my skin because my skin absorbs it really well, so it's actually not that greasy, in my opinion. Maybe not everybody will agree with me on that, but I personally don't find it greasy. Also, I was kind of going into Brazilian hygiene routines and just kind of like went on this deep dive, but apparently over there they do oil first, then lotion, which I always thought was lotion and oil, but I recently tried doing oil then lotion, and doing this literally changed my life, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. So I'm gonna share it with you because I think it might change your life too, especially having super dry skin like me. I need all the moisture that I can get, and not just topical moisture, but like real hydration. So what you may not know is your skin doesn't actually need moisture. It needs water retention. Your skin already, when you come out of the shower, it traps in a little bit of that water, but throughout the day, the water just slowly evaporates and you find your skin getting drier and drier. Now, when you're just adding a lotion on top of your skin, most lotions are mainly made of water or glycerin or humectants. And what humectants do, like glycerin and like hyaluronic hyaluronic acid is they will pull water into the top layer of the skin. But the catch is, if you don't seal them, they will actually just let the water evaporate right out. So while lotion does hydrate your skin momentarily, it doesn't really lock in the moisture very well. So where oil comes in, oil doesn't actually hydrate the skin. Oil obviously contains no water, and oil is known as an occlusive, which means that it forms a soft barrier over your skin. So then you're probably like, okay, get to the point. Why is oil first, then lotion better? When you apply your oil right out of the shower, it traps the shower water that is already inside of your skin, and the oil kind of acts like a protective layer over that water. So then what lotion does when you're putting it on top of that oil barrier is it will act, like we said earlier, like a humectant, which means that it will pull that water into the top layer of the skin so that it's sitting comfortably on top of that oil layer. So then instead of the water that's in your skin just evaporating like it would if you just put the oil on or just the lotion on, the water will stay trapped under that oil barrier that you have on under that lotion. So instead of the moisturization effect lasting for like 2 to 4 hours and just being very temporary, you can make your skin moisturize for up to 12 to 24 hours. Because when you just do lotion alone and you call it a day, your skin is soft and moisturized for like an hour and then back to dry, and you're probably like, okay, this lotion didn't work, that lotion didn't work, and you're just finding this with all the products that you're buying. It's not really making you moisturize long term. So definitely try adding some type of oil. Coconut oil is a perfect oil for this before you go into your lotions, because then you're not just moisturizing, you're quite literally preventing water loss out of your skin. So that blew my mind when I learned it, and I have to share that with you, especially if you have dry skin. Definitely try it out and let me know how it changes your life in the comments. And by the way, because your skin is staying moisturized for a lot longer, if you're putting perfume on top of it, your perfumes will last a whole lot longer as well. So just bonus on top of bonus. Now let's get into the rest of the stuff. I bought some skincare. Half of these were things that I re-upped on, that I finished already and that I love and use religiously, and then the other half were just new products. So first, these two are religiously in my skincare routine. Like I said, super dry skin, and this Weleda Skin Food is one of the best super thick moisturizers out there. This is my go-to nighttime moisturizer. Not so much for the daytime, just because it's super rich, super thick and oily, and can kind of feel a little heavy during the day if I have it on. I like to go for something a little lighter during the day, but at night when I'm just smothering my skin in skincare and just wanting to be as moisturized as possible, this, when you wake up with the most beautiful, gorgeous, glowing skin you've ever had. And it's super natural and just a really good product all in all. And then this I've been literally using for years and years. It's just plain rose water and glycerin, and this is literally my go-to. I use this not just every day, but multiple times a day. I use it as a makeup setting spray. I use it on my skincare after I'm done with all my skincare, before I do my skincare, before my makeup, after my makeup. And also, to me, it's like aromatherapy as well, because I'm just so obsessed with the scent of rose water. It is the most magical scent in my opinion, and I love it so much. So I love this product. I recently got it in this like smaller bottle, because sometimes I'll even throw this in my bag, or when I'm traveling I always bring it with me, and I used to have this bigger bottle so I couldn't really do much with it. Then I got this Bioma Idomucin Glow Serum. I started using this yesterday, and I mean, I can't say that it made a huge difference in my skin long term, obviously, after using it for one day, but I will say it made my skin so moisturized when I woke up this morning. I even still have a little bit of the glow on my forehead. It made me look like I got Botox or something. I've never had Botox, clearly, anywhere, but you know when people get Botox and they have that really shiny forehead? That's kind of what it made me look like. And this just made me look super glowy, almost like I had a facial. I did try this snail mucin one, which actually has like snail secretions or whatever. My skin didn't like that. I think I was allergic to it or something, because my skin broke out in little tiny bumps, so I had to cut that out of my skincare. And this one kind of is the same consistency. It's like really sticky, like that. It's the same exact consistency as the snail mucin, but it's not made out of snail. This is a triceramide complex, phytomucin, panthenol, and peptides. Is just meant to really hydrate and plump up your skin, and it really did that, even just for the day that I used it. And then I finished my previous vitamin C, so I got a new vitamin C serum. This is from Innisfree. I got this at Sephora. It's green tea enzyme vitamin C brightening serum. I heard good things about this one. So we'll see. And then this is kind of unrelated technically to hygiene, but hygiene is not just, you know, topical stuff. It all starts inside. So I'm gonna show you some of my favorite supplements. Now, supplements are a tricky thing because you can always take something that, you know, everybody says that they're using and they're loving, but maybe you're not deficient in it, so it's not helpful to you. So it's always good to obviously do your blood work, check out what you're deficient in, what you need, what you don't need, so that you're not just pointlessly taking things for no reason. And sometimes that actually does more harm to you, so make sure that you consult with the doctor and all of that. But I'm gonna share with you some of my favorite supplements to take. First off being magnesium, specifically glycinate. Magnesium glycinate, so good. It really relaxes you before bed, and I've been really liking this. Then vitamin D3 with K2, and this one's an organic one I found. What I hate about a lot of supplements is this, the fact that they are huge. I have such trouble with swallowing supplements, and that's why a lot of the times I'm not consistent with them, because it's just such a hassle for me to get over swallowing these. I wish that they were just tiny little capsules, but I digress. If you're getting vitamin D, make sure you're getting it with K2. Then fish oil. I love this one. Okay, my husband and I both got fish oil, and I got the first bottle and it was huge. It was the biggest supplement I've ever taken in my life. So I went on Amazon and I got the minis, but they're from the Nordic Naturals brand, Ultimate Omega Minis, and these are so big in my opinion. It's not that many, I don't know. I wish these were tiny, but yeah. Fish oil is so good to take. I feel like this has been really helping with my hair growth. My hair has grown literally so much, and I love that because I've been really trying to grow my hair. But I think the biggest thing that has helped with my hair and just everything overall has been my iron supplement. And this is where definitely do your blood work, because if you don't have low iron, then you can do more harm than good just pointlessly taking iron if you don't need it. I found out my ferritin was 12, and that is extremely low, so I immediately went on to some iron pills, and these have been really helping. I was noticing before I did my blood work that I was having restless legs at night. It was so annoying, and that's kind of my first little inkling that something was up, because I'd never felt that before. And sure enough, my ferritin levels were extremely low, so I'm working on hopefully getting those up, and I already feel some difference even just taking these. I think it's been like 3 or 4 weeks. Make sure you check your iron levels, especially if you're a woman. And lastly, one of my favorite supplements is dandelion root. Dandelion is a natural diuretic, which means it will make you go pee a lot. Diuretics basically will make you flush out extra water retention, and for me this has been a game changer with my bloating. I've always suffered with really bad bloating, and this has been great because it just makes you pee all that extra water. Sometimes people will take this and be like, oh, I lost 3 pounds. This doesn't make you lose fat, okay? To lose fat, you actually need to be in a calorie deficit and work out, and you know, it's a lot harder. But if you see the numbers on the weight going down, that is just extra water retention that your body was just hanging on to, and this just helps you flush that out. So if you bloat really easily, like me, by the end of the night, most nights I look like I'm 6 months pregnant. That has really helped. That is it for this video. This was kind of just a fun little hangout with me and just talk about hygiene products and just self-care basically. And self-care a lot of the times has to start from the inside and then out. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.